Sometimes we think that we're here for getting. Getting. No, we're here for giving, for extending, for serving. That's when we're happy. When we're concentrating our energy on what we don't have and do need, we have just convinced ourselves that who we are is not enough and that what we have is not enough. Some of us need to go to some places like Timothy and me going to India. I thought that I was a grateful person for what I had before I went to India. When I went to India, I found out I had a long way to go, and that the long way to go can be actually distance traveled in the moment, in the twinkling of an eye, with a choice. I saw people who had hardly nothing and were grateful for every little bit they got, that they were blessed with. I saw a woman who found about a third of an apple dried up and brown on the side. Somebody had just tired of eating it or had enough and threw it. That woman found that apple, and to her it was, thank you this day for my daily bread. If each one of my children get one little bite. There was a little boy over there about 11 years old named Suresh. Me and Tim watched him. Suresh was 11 years old and had about 10 to 12 people that he had adopted and were taking care of. They were all beggars on the street. Whatever Suresh got. Sometimes he would walk up to people, he was begging all the time, plate of beans. If he got a piece of flatbread with some beans on top, oh my God, you should have seen the joy on that child's face. You should have seen it. I'm feeling very rich today, he would say. I is feeling so rich, enough to share. He would gather his little 10 or 12 little people that he was taking care of who were younger than him, and he would rip little pieces of the bread. Sometimes each of them got a piece about that big with a few beans on it, and they were so filled with joy. And they all agreed when Suresh said, "We very rich today." They go, "We very rich today." Oh my God. I've told so many people, I was so arrogant preparing for my trip to India. I thought, I'm going to go to India and I'm going to lift these people's spirits. I'm going to give them the 5 principles. I'm going to tell them that it's a wonderful life. I'm going to tell them to hold to your faith through it all, through sickness and in health. God didn't send me there to teach. God sent me there to get taught, to see lepers, to see people with one limb dragging themselves along, smiling, smiling. When I went to India, my just traditional way of speaking was, "Have a good day," or "Are you having a good day? Have a good day." They would turn their head and go, "Every day is a good day." I didn't know that before I went to India. I thought we have good days and bad days. They informed me, "No, Jack, every day is a good day. A sad day is a good day. A day with pain in your heart or pain in your body is a good day. A day with no money in your pocket is a good day. A day where you don't know where you're going to sleep is a good day. A day when the love of your life takes their last breath or walks out the door is a good day. It's a good day when you get hired, and it's a good day when you get fired. It's a good day when you find your apartment, and it's a good day if you get evicted from it. Every day is good day. Any other idea is confusing. Any other idea is holding on to a nut that if you don't let go of, will rob you of your opportunity to feel fully alive and in the grace of God. It is a wonderful life. And I'm going to close now with another little highlight from last week. I told most of you last week When you walked in that door and took your seat, absolutely and always, the full presence of God is with you. But I told you last week, somebody else also came with you this morning. That somebody else, or that other thing, is given many names. We will call it the ego. Some have called it, Jesus called it the adversary. The Native American shaman called it the wolf that fights for your littleness. The ego loves it, I said, when you come to spiritual gatherings. It loves it that we sang, I release and I let go. It loves that we renewed and deepened our understanding and memorization of the 5 unity principles. It loved that you're sitting here listening to this guy speak about your power and remind you to look and see if there's something you need to let go of. The ego loves it when you do stuff like you've done, as long as it makes no change in your life. It would love you to hear me 24/7 talk about how powerful you are. Talk about your opportunity to choose again and again and again higher, more elegant, more powerful ways of being, just so long as you don't actually do it. The ego does not want you to exercise the 5th principle. Oh, know all this stuff? Sure, know it. Just don't use it. Johnny Coleman, very powerful New Thought minister in Chicago, she wrote a little pamphlet years ago. It works if you work it. So whenever Carlos Wayne finds himself wondering, is this going to work? Is this prayer time, this meditating time, this giving of my tithes and my offerings, is this stuff going to work? It'll work if I work it. Just like that blessing prayer. My sister told me at a wedding yesterday, Carlos, I do that prayer now and again. It doesn't seem to work for me. I'm just spreading like wildfire. I said, this ain't nothing you do now and again. You don't breathe now and again. You don't inhale and exhale now and again. That's why Jesus said, you got to do this stuff with all of your heart, all of your soul, all of your mind, and all of your strength. You have to do it as though your life depends upon it. And your life does depend upon it, because guess what? The hunter is coming. I was born October 16th, 1951, 2:22 in the afternoon in Springfield, Illinois. Now I'm living the dash. This will be on my urn. October 16th, 1951, dash. Then there'll be another day. I don't know when that day's going to come. It might be later this afternoon. I have no idea. But that hunter is coming. So I want to see what am I holding on to that is not allowing me to live fully, peacefully, joyfully, and abundantly. And I want to let it go. There's stuff we're supposed to pick up, and there's stuff we're supposed to put down. Some of us are up on what we need to be down on, and down on what we need to be up on. I heard that from my daddy I don't know how many times. Carly, once again, boy, you're up on what you need to be down on, and down on what you need to be up on. He may have just encountered me talking to one of my friends about how it's not a wonderful life, and how somebody did me wrong, and how I hope they get theirs. That's really being up on something I need to be down on. And I need to replace those conversations with stories of my victory and my gratitude for how blessed I am to be alive another day. Every day is good day. And that's the truth.